Hi there everyone, welcome to my channel Aqualuna73. This is going to be a moon reading. I usually do 12 moon readings, then I do 12 zodiac signs, and in between this I do midnight readings and whatever else needs to come through. So today we're going to do the moon reading. Thank you so much for being here, all the new subscribers, everyone who watches my content, even if you're not a subscriber but you view my stuff. Thank you so much for watching my content. I would really appreciate it, and I ask so humbly that you please also at least watch 1 or 2 ads, because this is how I can sustain my YouTube channel and bring you these readings and the posts I make, the essays I write on my community section. Excuse me. Feel free to comment, to share and subscribe if you want to do so. I would really appreciate that so much. I want to schedule live readings, but I want to do a schedule. Okay, I want to schedule it because I have so many other things that I have to do, and I don't want to just randomly do a reading. At least if I have a schedule, then you can build your schedule around this and so forth. Okay, so that you don't miss a live if I go live. We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to draw 8 cards, and first I'm going to tell you what came through for you for this moon reading. It comes across that I'm speaking to air signs. Okay, I think this is an experience that the air signs are having, or a specific air sign, I'm not sure. Okay, but because it's something about a expansion of consciousness, this is what came through. Okay, someone's consciousness being expanded, or their brain is being expanded, but also the type of things that they are experiencing. Okay, or how they see things is being expanded, and basically it's making this individual maybe uncomfortable. I don't know if it's new experiences that's going to bring you, or not new experiences, more like, I don't know if it's experiences that are bringing about discomfort. Okay, and I don't know exactly what type of discomfort this is that you're feeling. But whatever the universe is saying, whatever this is that you're experiencing, is an expansion of your consciousness. Okay, it will enhance your ability to do something. It's almost like this expansion is a silence. Okay, it holds wisdom if you listen to it, and you maybe meditate and you listen to whatever is being tried to, maybe your guides, maybe it's God, if you believe in God, that's trying to communicate something to you. But there's some type of silence that holds wisdom, and the silence that holds this wisdom is something that was bred over ages. It's like an accumulated, a library of information or knowledge. Okay, it's like, maybe if you can imagine a chrysalis shattering. Okay, it's not gentle, but it's almost like a sudden experience. I don't want to say a tower, it could be, where all this expansion, basically what I'm talking about, of consciousness, it's like a knowing. Okay, a sudden searing knowing, where all the truths that you have accumulated are knit together or woven together. And the individual that you once were, and this is the download that I'm getting. Okay, if you are an astronaut in space and you look at Earth, through the window of the spacecraft, you will see it's just a small blue dot. And this is exactly what's popping up into my head, the movie, Small Blue Dot. I will see if I can find it. And then there's also, what other thing? There's another download that I just got, I forgot now. But, oh yes, this is the download. It made me think of a quote that Neil Armstrong made a few after he landed on the moon. He said when he looked up at the earth, and there were maybe certain thoughts that went through his head with certain experiences that he had, and he basically realized how insignificant all the experiences are that we are having. Yeah, if you look at it from a perspective, when you move away, you will only see a pale blue dot, and all the drama that's going on that pale blue dot, and you removed from this, and you basically almost like somebody from the outside looking in. Okay, I don't know exactly what this is. And you're basically experiencing at that very moment, while he was having this experience, this existential experience, he was realizing how small he really was. Okay, and basically there was a fortress that was built around you, and the walls of this fortress are dissolving, and basically there's a merging of every current, and every current is emerging, and like every star, okay, like every star's revolving. Okay, I'm just getting like poetic here. And basically it's almost like you sitting at the drawing board. You're an architect. You basically drawing up a blueprint of your own ascension. Okay, let's draw a few cards and then we'll see. I'm just going to draw a few of 4 cards. Okay, I don't want to make this reading too long. I'm going to draw 4 cards and see. This is already very beautiful. You have Lilith here. Wow, this is your first card. You have the Ace of Cups. Amazing. I love this. You get the 3 of Swords. And your last card is the King of Cups. Okay. We're going to stick to those 4 cards only. And then I'm going to draw. I'm just looking for an oracle deck here quickly. I'll just hold on. I want to take it out of the box quickly. I'm going to draw an oracle card, and then we're going to expand with this Lilith today. The Lilith is also the Empress card. I could be speaking to a divine female or a few divine females, air signs, okay? So basically, you're expanding your Empress energy. But there's also walls that are dissolving, okay? With this Ace of Cups. Because you're merging different types of truths and understandings, if I can put it that way, or ways how you understand or interpret or perceive things. Okay, you got the camel boy, small steps asking for help. Okay, wait, I don't know exactly where this is fitting in, but we'll see. Okay, so like I said here, with this Lilith and this Ace of Cups, it's like you're expanding. You're basically creating a blueprint, sitting at the table, creating some type of blueprint, an architecture of your own ascension. So this expansion that you're experiencing with this Lilith and this Ace of Cups, It's a shift in a fundamental frame, okay, a deep eternal peace, a deep eternal peace where you suddenly, I don't want to say suddenly, it's almost like a realization, and it vibrates with the knowledge of everything that you basically accumulated, all the knowledge. It's almost like you, to make an example, it's like you created the sense, okay, that I, which is you, of course, that the I and the you, or you and another person, is not distinct from each other, okay? It's combined. You basically one with everything around you, one with the people around you, okay? You understand where I'm going? The I is not distinct from the you, and neither is it distinct from time, okay? And basically your lens of perception, you basically arrived at some place, a moment where your lens of perception changed. It was refined, okay? It's almost like I'm seeing a grainy surface. Um, what I'm seeing in my head now is a person like a gold prospector at a river with these like bowls, and they scoop water with the gravel, and they just sift it, and they go around the bowl. Okay, they basically twirl. How do they call it? It goes around in the circle in this person's hand. I don't know how do you say the word. Can't find a word now. Okay. Basically, until the gold is separated from the grain. Okay. And it reveals something pure, a pure design. And you realize also here with this Lilith and Ace of Cups that the universe has multiple ways how it speaks to us. Okay. It speaks to us in languages that we understand. It speaks in volumes and languages that different people understand. And it's silent, but it's potent. It's like grammar, but built with light, peace, and solitude. Okay. Here with this Three of Swords, it comes across today as the ordinary world, or the world outside of yourself. It's still standing in its form, and it's basically held by some unseen hand. And there's some type of logic, okay? A moment where this logic breaks. Because you, with this expansion of your consciousness, there's not always logic involved. Even if you look at quantum mechanics, there's not always logic involved, okay? It's like this logic of, this moment of a logic that's breaking, or a chain that's being untied, and you basically encounter a lot of paradoxes. And there's a unity in these paradoxes, okay? There's a turning of a tide, and there's like a unity, or it's almost like these paradoxes are marrying, like, I don't know how to express this. This is what I see, like a wedding, a marrying, a unity, a united thing of, a unifying thing of paradoxes. Here with this King of Cups. The King of Cups is an individual who is in control of the emotions. They have emotional intelligence. And this is also an echo of this intelligence that's been developing with this consciousness expansion. And this person's mind, or your mind for that matter, is freed now. It's freed from friction, and it basically takes leaps and bounds to grasp things as a whole. And there is also a restoring of control. This expansion that you're experiencing with this King of Cups, it's no longer reflecting, okay, a light. Say for instance, if I can make an example, say for instance you were a person, you were in a specific dynamic where you were in a religion or a church for years. You break away from this church and you start your own spiritual practice, for example. So it's basically you're not reflecting the light, or the, in between brackets, the light that they projected onto you. You didn't reflect it, okay? Or so-called light. You basically, it's almost like in this experience that you had before, there was always people reflecting light to each other, okay? It was never their own light, but it was a reflection of something. But in this case, now with this expansion, you are the very source of light. And in your Akashic roll, or your Akashic scroll or library, the past and the future blends. And when it blends, you recognize everything. When you look at something, you recognize yourself. When you look at an animal, your dog, your pet, you recognize yourself. Okay? In every guise, you basically become a boundless ancient intelligence. And this is also reflected in your essence, in your behavior, in your aura. And here with this King of Cups, it's also like you're coming home to yourself. Your thoughts was a pilgrim basically. And it roamed everywhere, and now it doesn't roam anymore. It found a destination beyond space, beyond sound, where the consciousness, that this expansion of consciousness is basically almost like a garden, okay, of flowers, and it's very profound to you. This is beautiful. I love it. Here with this camel boy, it's like a full energy. Basically it comes across as a full energy, a very joyful, innocent, pure energy, and it's almost like you're returning to this. Okay, this is it. This is your reading for today. It's a very short reading, but it's very powerful. I'm going to draw another card. Give me another oracle card for this moon reading for my collective, please and thank you. Sorry guys, I just drank some water before this while I was talking to you. Okay. Gaia's garden. I was just speaking about garden. Fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. This is amazing and beautiful. Anyway, God bless you. Thank you for watching and please take care. Bye.